Thank you. And let's wrap this up with Alan Proithis. I met you recently on one of my shows and so happy to have you here. Alan, go ahead, predict.
What my company does at GXC is really all about enabling private 5G networks. And so my predictions for 2023 are really about how we're going to see 5G applied. Someone might have heard me say before, we've all had 5G on our phones, pop up for the last few years. And here's a good quick question. Can you name one thing that's changed or one new use case that's enabled in what you do with your phone since the number 5G came up on it? It's a nice round answer. It's nothing. And because the initial value of those rollouts are really on the operator side for efficiencies. But going forward, we're finally going to start to see 2023 is the year where some of this stuff becomes reality and some of these new use cases are enabled. And I think the leadership around those use cases is going to start really on the enterprise, especially around private networks, because you can optimize it for the things that you're doing, where a public network is meant to be all things to all people. And when you have your own network, you can say, hey, I'm going to be cranking a lot of data, and the public network really can't do that. So when I'm connecting stuff up, it makes it easy to get value out of it. So I think someone else was talking about AR, and you really need this kind of edge connectivity, edge compute to really enable AR use cases like training. As much as we all like being a Jedi with the AR goggles you're going to get for Christmas, frankly, those are really tough things to pull off unless you have really good connectivity. You actually have the software loaded. There's a reason you have to download Call of Duty before playing. It's because you need the application running locally to get the performance you need. And it's the same thing for corporate applications as well. And so I think you're going to see just an explosion of applications of 5G in the new year. And just to jump on to some of the comments about cybersecurity, sort of a side influencer of all that is really about security. If we see what's going on around the world, the level of security awareness in the last 24 months is unlike anything I've ever seen in my career. And so having a much more secure communications network that you're using is also going to become an important component of getting that end-to-end security, both on a personal and a business level. And I think that's another accelerator. And then the final thing I'll leave you with is, we're sort of coming out all the COVID crud of the last 2.5 years now. And unfortunately, as people get together, it's popping up here and there, but we've learned to live with it. But what COVID did, whether you think about it in terms of broad digital transformation, whether you think about it as IoT, and I'm still a barely recovered IoT guy, so I appreciate what it's like to connect up all these things. I've never heard the forever day, and I love that one. It's so true. But when you look at what's going on out there and just connecting up all this stuff, I think you're going to see the technology enabling things to happen at an individual and a business level that we've never seen before. It really democratizes capabilities, and that applies to the AI stuff we're talking about. I mean, think about it. When you have lightning fast, low latency, highly secure communications where you're at, it continues to eliminate any kind of consideration around physical distance. So we saw this digital transformation accelerate during COVID. I think it's going to even go faster now because of concerns about the economy, concerns about profitability, concerns about even being able to bodies existing to hire to do jobs, whether they're blue collar or white collar jobs. So I think all these trends are going to accelerate. COVID woke us up to the importance of digital transformation. And now that the toes are in the water, the way these technologies are maturing are going to enable that to go faster than ever in 2023. And of course, the best thing about making predictions is, Bonnie, as far as I know, I don't see you holding a report card for last year's predictions. So we can be generous with our estimations and hope for the best.
Absolutely. Thank you. What a great panel. I've